Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It, the show we play every roguelike in history. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpeer.
Go away with that. Just stop saying that.
And Monkey Senior.
Every week, six more come out, and then every week it's a problem.
Yeah,
also,
I just added
over you, Monkey.
I just added like 3 more to the list where it's like, oh, we didn't have Roguelike Legacy on there. Oh, we didn't have Hades on there. Oh, we didn't have. It's just like, yeah, we'll cut some at some point.
No, you
maybe. No, I won't. We're here to talk about our third week of Dungeon of the Endless. I was hoping to play way more of this week, and then I started a drill run and realized I've probably played too much of this in the first 2 weeks, and my brain was just like, how about we not? It's like, yeah, I mean, okay.
I haven't even beat the first pod yet, so yeah, maybe you've played a lot. In my defense, that's also because I haven't had a lot of time to play recently.
You were out of town for a while too. Like life happens. It's all good. And
I spent all of this week cleaning up the after effects from going out of town, so
right.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
But honestly, this game is not clicking with me. Like, it is not clicking with me at all.
Yeah. In that you're not enjoying it, or you just don't feel that drive to sit down and it's like, oh, now I have to go play more of this.
Yeah,
or both.
It's a little bit of both. I mean, it's a little bit of like, I'm not exactly enjoying the gameplay because I was never a huge tower defense person anyway. The only good tower defense game that's ever existed is Plants vs. Zombies. Don't at me. I don't care. That's the only.
I thought you were going to say Bloons Tower Defense. I was like, that's also... Yeah, that's also
I've
acceptable.
never played Bloons Tower Defense, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Bloons is good.
That just makes me want a Steve Bloom tower defense game where he just does voice impressions with every different, type.
Remember me from
character.
Tsunami?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong, brother? When you shoot down an airship or something, like, it would be great. I don't even know if that's Steve Bloom. Like, I just don't.
I don't know. I like it though.
But yes, I will. It's a mixture of that, and I don't have to pull. I don't have that pull. It took almost a year for Isaac to stop having that pull. So when a game doesn't have that pull, it's kind of very like. For Neon Abyss, I had it like the first 2 runs. I was like, okay, I get this.
Yep,
it gave me that pull immediately. For Everspace, I didn't even have to load the game up to know that was going to give me that pull. No pun intended. Black holes.
Well, and I think, to be fair, I feel like this is the criticism from everyone that ever experiences this game, and I will hammer it until the end of time. I think the tutorial is not great. I think overall it's fine to give you the literal bottom basement basics of this game. But if they had just said at the end of the tutorial, like, we've given you the basics to start discovering and start exploring this dungeon. Death is part of the experience. Go figure it out. Go find the secrets. Go start exploring. I think that would have gone a huge way. Because otherwise it was just like, tutorial's done. Now you know how to play. And it's like, no, I don't. Like, I know how to build stuff, but that's it. Yeah. So I wonder how much of that is coloring all 3 of our experiences, where it's just sort of like, okay, I guess that's the tutorial. Great.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Like, the tutorial withstanding, there is sometimes visually when I'm struggling to figure out what's going on the screen. Like, there's a wave coming in, but I don't know it because, let's say, for example, I don't have my headphones on high enough, and the visual alerts are very low.
Well, and I don't know what the version difference is between the console versions and PC version, but the PC one, there's that circle in the bottom right-hand corner where it says your floor and like whether it's paused or playing. On the PC version, just to the left of that, it gives you a running like log of what's going on in the game, where it's like, this person opened this door. You discovered 4 waves of enemies. And at that point, okay, I definitely found enemies as opposed to just like waiting for the pause button to stop flashing red. So now I know I found a bunch of people. Let's get back to where my team is and let's start defending. I don't know why that isn't on the PC version or the console version. That
it's not.
That goes a huge way.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird.
Yeah. Monkey, how about you this week?
So this week, last week I beat my first run on too easy, right? So this week I just wanted to try easy on
like on the first pod.
Yeah, on the first pod.
Yeah.
And
did you crush it?
So the first run, I felt like things were going really well, and I made it to like floor 8 or 9 or something before I failed, but I was like, oh, I got pretty far.
Yeah.
And like
that's really far.
I feel like I kind of know how to play now. And then the next 4 or 5 runs died on the very first floor. It's just like, what happened?
Yeah, it's frustrating because I feel like if you get on every floor, if you get a really great dust farm going, you can go really far and you can make it really easily on those floors. And if you can carry over a bunch of industry from floor to floor, like you're really set. But if you can't get that foothold in like really early on that first floor, I feel like it just punishes you super hard.
Yeah, there was like so many times where I'd open a door and like one of my people just dies, and then I'm like, okay, well, abandon run.
Right. It's just like I ran into 4 or 5 enemies and they just like explode, and it's like, great, that's okay, cool.
Yeah.
By the way, we did manage to, I know this is not related to this game, but we did manage to find an Everspace convert, just so you know. I talked Rob, a friend of the show, Rob, to he picked her up after hearing us talk about it.
Yeah.
Gunship is the bomb.
That's right.
The consensus stands.
Yeah, Control Scheme C, Gunship. That's all you need to know. Yeah.
But yeah, that was all that I did. Just bashing my head on easy again, like the first week. It's hard, man.
Yeah, like I wonder if it would be easier with keyboard and mouse just because you have the fast movement. I do a lot of pausing where it's like, all right, I found enemies in a room. I'm going to pause. I'm going to send everyone to this room. And then I always have my fastest person open doors. So as soon as we open a door and find enemies, it's just skittering back to the rest of the team. But it's hard, man.
Yeah.
I really like it. Like it's a game that's really clicking with me. But I feel like when we're done with this game, it'll be a game I can recommend to virtually nobody, because I don't think, not because it's bad, but because I don't know if it's going to click with anyone unless even this laundry list of asterisks where it's like, oh, well, go read this thing and this will be a tutorial. I haven't looked up a tutorial, but like, you got to stick with it. It's especially roguelike-y where it's going to kick your teeth in for a while, but it's hard. It's hard and it's not super friendly. So
yeah,
it's tough. It's tough. This is going to be a tough ranking, I think. Yeah. All right. But that's our 3rd week here for Dungeon of the Endless. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.